Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a haul video. I finally did get to partake in a sale, which I'm super excited about because I don't really think I've partaken in really any promos, sales, new products this year. And now that I am making a bit of a steadier income and I was chosen to be the Alex and Ani specialist at my work, I can rely on some income because I'm not purely commission based anymore. So the fact that they presented to me today at work that I was going to be the Alex and Ani specialist, like I don't know what, like when I first took the job, I wanted to really specialize in Brighton, and I'm like, oh God. I'm so excited that I took the initiative to like download all the Alex and Ani apps I can get my hands on and truly like look it over and everything, because it's awesome and it's like geared towards yogis and all this awesome stuff. And the reason I say it's geared towards yogis is because like all the stuff that it stands for is very spiritual, and so I feel like I can really help people pick a bracelet for them. So I think the first thing I want to mention though, as somebody who does sell it for an actual living outside of YouTube, they are going to be launching Disney Alex and Ani in the Disney store on disneystore.com, and at the theme parks they already have it. And the Believe bracelet, can we take a minute? I don't like any of the beaded bangles, but can we take a minute? Like, that is a must have. Like, that is the ultimate. For me, that is the ultimate word of wisdom, compassion, spiritualization, something that we should all feel that, you know, we need to have more put the word believe in our systems. It needs to be said more. And so I was just like, yes. And I feel like that's the Alex and Ani bracelets are. Because when you're like, this is going to happen today, this is going to happen for me, it's going to happen. And I said, hopefully by the end of this year, I was going to be making steady income. I could finally get some of my hands on some Christmas stuff. So as far as going home for Christmas, I just got to give myself a moment and be like, laws of attraction, I can make it home in time by December, January. So wish me some serious luck on this. Put that in the air for me, please. And let us go ahead and get started on the haul. So first things first, my VIB Rouge haul. Too Faced Born This Way foundation, which I am wearing now. And you may not be able to see it because I hate the lighting in this room. So I'm probably going to be moving by January, February, not because of the lighting alone, but just because the rent on this place is a little high. Too Faced Born This Way foundation, coconut water based, beautiful in humidity, and I'm actually not even wearing a setting powder. This is like the first foundation I have ever purchased where I mentally was like, we're not putting setting powder on this. And not only does the blush pop, look vibrant, look glowy, look diffused, it went on super silky, super easily, and my whole face just feels like I don't need to touch it, but it feels really creamy and hydrated, but not in a sticky way. I'm getting minimal transfer onto my phone for an unset foundation, and I have a glass protector over my phone, so that also really helps protect the actual phone in and of itself. But the Too Faced Born This Way foundation is so good. I remember a couple years ago, I think around the time I went to IMAX, maybe 2010, 2011, I was obsessed with their old foundation and I was buying the shade Vanilla. When I went to IMAX, I actually restocked on that foundation, and then I think I was bored with it after I used up all of those bottles. And then I think I moved on to the Urban Decay Urban Defense Tinted Moisturizer, which I was also obsessed with, and I went on Outlook and I bought 1,000,001 backups. At this point in time, I learned my lesson when it comes to backing up my foundations, because I get sick of them when I do that. Sure, it's great for my wallet, so I don't regret doing so, but I honestly, this is good. I really should have gotten one more of these in the VIB Rouge 20 haul. And then Too Faced had a VIB Rouge 20, or some, not a VIB Rouge 20. TooFaced.com had a sale, 20% off. And I should have bought another one of these. But then I noticed that TooFaced.com has a bigger line of the foundations than Sephora carries. And I was like, did I buy the right shade? Because I couldn't help but notice that they had a true pink undertone foundation on TooFaced.com. So I've noticed Too Faced has already expanded their line, but it's not being sold at Sephora at this time. So Vanilla is not one of the Too Faced exclusive. It is throughout the whole line. Sephora and Too Faced Vanilla is there. So I was like, well, shoot, am I porcelain? Am I opal? What am I? I do like this color a lot, and I don't think I made a mistake buying vanilla. So I wish that sale would have come out at a later time after I got a chance to play with my initial bottle. But my initial bottle is fabulous, this cute little glass jar. And my first thought was, is there a pump on it? Because I remember the original Too Faced foundation, maybe not the original, but one of the past ones had no pump, and it was a little pain in the behind. And so when I noticed this had a pump, when I looked it up, I was like, okay, yes. I'm so looking forward to playing with that. I've been perfectly happy with my Physicians Formula, but this one is under $50. I saved 20% on it. It looks great, and it has mixed reviews, but I tend to like things nobody else likes, so I thought, why not give it a go? And I totally should have jumped on the bandwagon with this sooner. High-end foundations and high-end makeup in general usually lasts a little bit longer, has more longevity, more shelf life than some drugstore products. And even though Physicians Formula has served me well, I've learned an important lesson this year when I'm buying drugstore, that the dollar amount is not always you get what you paid for. There could be some expensive crud and some cheap crud. So you just never know, but I love this. So at the end of the day, I just want my skin to feel good and be able to breathe for sure. Moving forward, next Too Faced item on the list. I noticed before I checked out that I did have two Too Faced items in my cart, which was not really what I was going for. I really wanted to try new brands, but here's the deal with this. The last palette I bought for myself was limited edition, and I tend to scale back greatly on limited edition buys because I can't use them, or I feel guilty using them for more than one season. So I was like, okay, so what's limited edition set-wise, but color-wise it is not. And I came across the Too Faced Melted French Kisses, and it's just so weird. Like, life is so weird this way. With all the stuff that's happening in France, it's crazy that Too Faced, you know, did this whole homage to France. And I remember during 9/11, all these t-shirt companies were coming out with all these city homages, which was weird. And then just months after, I bought like a shirt that happened to have the Twin Towers on it, and I didn't think about it at the time until after the Twin Towers fell. Pretty much wore that shirt out for the next year and a half because I was like, that was so weird, so ironic. Yeah, Too Faced Melted. I got Melted Peony up here, which is a metallic. And the reason I wanted this set was because, like I said, the permanents are in here, but I take forever to go through a full size. So getting a set to try on something is so welcome. So, and I've been wanting to try the metallics for a while, and I stopped thinking about Too Faced when there was a little bit of a scare, a little bit issue with maybe the possibility of selling out. So I was like, not my Too Faced, not my Too Faced, not Too Faced. And I never ended up getting any of the new melteds, and they were a favorite of mine. I was like, go figure, I bought 6. This would happen to me because every time I buy a plethora of something I love, it goes to a parent company. Okay, focus. Melted Peony. And this does have a sparkly tube that lets you know, like, it's identifying itself. And then this lid, of course, is actually shiny. The other lids are kind of mattine. Does that make sense? And it comes with this boring little spongy doe foot applicator. And then Melted Peony is like a cool toned hot pink with this awesome gold metallic in it. Super pretty. It takes me a while to showcase brand new buys, but I just ripped these open right away because, like, I am eager, I'm greedy at this moment. I haven't bought anything for myself this year. It is time. And then Melted Chihuahua, which I've already played with, also in the permanent line, in the more matte line. And I forgot how great this finishes because I have been playing with the melted frosting ever since I got my hands on it mid-February before I moved to Alabama, and this has been an iconic color for me all year because this was like one of the last purchases before I moved to Alabama, and I've just played with melted frosting non-stop. I've been obsessed with pastel pink lips. So that formulation is much more matte and drying than the other ones. And I think it is because it is a pastel. But Melted Chihuahua, gorgeous. And then also in here we have another Melted Metal. Did I say that right this time? Yes. And Melted Metallic Macaroon. I think the only thing that might be on my list left is like Jelly Donut and maybe a cup, maybe, yeah, something like that. They're like, I don't know, is there a jelly collection or something? Like a sheer gooey, wet, sticky, blah. I want that. But this is Melted Macaroon. And it is hot pink, but it's like dead on hot pink. It's Barbie hot pink. It's not trying to be neon. It's like Gem and the Holograms hot pink. Can we do some Julia Louis-Dreyfus? Yes. And it's like, yes. Okay. And the last color, which I played with 1,000,001 times, is Melted Berry. And I'm not going to swatch this one because I'm going to send it home to my mom, who loves all the berry shades that I happen to love, and this really does suit her skin tone more. I have the full size in this one. If I can dig up the picture, I will. So all the ones that I am going to be keeping are Melted Peony from the Metal Collection, Melted Chihuahua from the regular line, and Too Faced Melted Metal in Macaroon. And do I think $25 with my coupon, it cost me about $19, $20 for this set? Was it well worth it, even though I'm mailing out berry? Yes, because I also really like berry, and I would love my mother to have the berry as well, and we could be little berry twins from all the way across the United States together. It is the Kat Von D Monarch palette, and I have been obsessed with this, and this has been sitting in my cart. This has been sitting in my wishlist cart for eons, and so I'm like, I'm not really going to look at any hot ticket items with the exception of this one, and I don't really know that this was a hot ticket. This just happened to sell out because probably it was a great deal, but these were not hot ticket items. I can get these anytime I want, but I really wanted to focus my money on something I can use for a long time, use forever, was going to not be limited edition, so I can use it for several seasons, months, and I just don't really have the budget just to use for one season at this moment. I wish I did, and I would probably have everything limited edition, which would be a waste. I just want to invest my money wisely at this point. And I loved my Kat Von D Mi Video Loco Remix palette so much I haven't put it down, and so I had to get another one. Her formulation of shadows and lipsticks is top freaking notch. That's all we have to say about that. Anyways, Monarch palette. In the Monarch palette, we have Tiny Death, Telepathy, Entomology, and those are like the 6 key highlighter shades. Is that gray a highlighter? I don't know. And then all the way here at the very bottom, we have Deadhead, which is this warm color, Shadow Box, which is sort of a sparkly chocolate, Disintegration, which is gold, Vanish, which is a rose gold. It's actually really pretty on, and it looks like maybe nothing here, but oh my god. Delaney, it's probably Delaney, and it's like a grayish silver. Killing Jar, which almost looks like a moth's wing, but it's in my crease right now. It is the transition color. It looks really muted here, but it is completely original. It's got some gold transition double sparkle shift in there, which just gives a nice satin texture once it's on. And then we have Summerfly, which is a true like grayy beigey color. Papillo, which is a matte brown, and Wrath, which is also a matte black. And this one has more of a off black base to it than a true black base. If we are going to do a little comparison between Vox and Black Metal, these are a little different. So I'm not going to swatch these, just because when you swatch these, you pretty much don't need a base. They are freaking amazing. And I do have on Papillo in my outer corner, Killing Jar in my crease, and I also have Tiny Death on my upper brow bone ridge, and it's awesome. So I got the Cover Effects Total Cover Cream Foundation. Wanted to give this a go, and I figured I can use the light shade as a base sometime, maybe on my day off. I don't know if that'll cover my whole face, so play with it on my day off probably, and then play with these as contour colors. Let me tuck that away. So moving on, I finally have ColourPop. Hello, ColourPop. I'm so excited to incorporate you in my life because I'm obsessed right now. And I don't know what my problem is with my obsession with this, but I think it really stems from the fact that I haven't gotten to purchase anything this year. And oh my God, the stuff that came out this year, like 2015, seriously, what a terrible year to miss on launches. Like, so terrible. Like, formulas are so formulated, it's knocking my socks off. So I got 4 things with ColourPop, and I did have a Retail Me Not coupon. I will link another Retail Me Not coupon in the bottom bar. Be sure to use your Ebates on Sephora so you can save a little bit of money this holiday season. I saved $5 using Retail Me Not for my ColourPop. They're not on Ebates, unfortunately, but I got 2 Super Shock shadows and I got 2 Lippi sticks. So let's get into details. So the very first Super Shock shadow I have is Tea Party. And the reason I picked this color up is because I have been trying to dupe a peachy, soft, shimmering shadow for years that I got with Real Colors, which was a pigment stack. And I've never been able to replicate it because I don't think they make Real Colors anymore and I don't have the color name. If you've ever been to an IMATS show or anything like that, Kaylin Cosmetics also does a numbering system, and then the color name is listed some random place on a website. So I am wearing Tea Party today, and it is awesomeness. It's sparkly. It does remind me of that color I had that I loved a long time ago, and it's not too much of an acidic peach because that color that I had a long time ago was hard to wear. And do not apply these with a brush because you will mess up the pattern in the eyeshadow and they don't go on very well that way. So apply them with your finger for sure. And I did put it over a base. I don't think you have to put it over a base because I did swatch them on my finger, on my hand, back of my hand. They're so good. It's just amazing. So the next Lippi sticks I got, and yeah, we'll just dive into it. Limited edition Lippi sticks that I'm wearing today in Peppermint. And I love it because it's sort of a warm toned pink, which I guess makes sense because red is in the Peppermint twist stick and it's like the warmest color on the color wheel. So I'm like, it makes sense. Maybe this is like red and white mixed together kind of. So this came out for the Christmas collection. And I want to go ahead, I've had my eyes on several of their lip products for a while, but I want to go ahead and get this because it's a lip liner and a lipstick in one. So it's very multi-purposeful. I love these. They're super easy just to throw in your purse. And this color has been very long lasting all day. So I'm super obsessed with Peppermint. I just have a little British holiday tea party going over here with my Tea Party and my Peppermint sticks. All right, and then the next little grouping of colors I have, I totally didn't plan this. It's hysterical because I'm like, am I a disco drag queen or am I a British holiday tea party? So I totally didn't plan this, but I got the Super Shock shadow in Disco Ball, and I'm so glad I got this. And I do have a lot of black shadows, but I think they're gorgeous for the holiday season, so no regrets on this. And this is another one you have to use with your finger. So this is the first day I played with ColourPop. So it's very important to me to get the feel for it and see if it's really true that you have to apply it with your finger, because I'm stubborn and I don't listen to everything I hear on YouTube. But this has so much gold in it, it almost looks like a black brown, and it really reminds me of this MAC pigment I had a long time ago that I adored. It looks like blood-lined pigment from MAC, and so I was like, because I was obsessed with that pigment and it needs to be back in my life. I need to find something like it that I can wear on YouTube. And I guess this could remind me of the black pigment that Sugar Pill makes with the rainbow sparkles. But no, this has so much gold in it, it almost looks like a black brown or an off black. So I love that. That's Disco Ball, and I think that's going to be my fun, like, holiday party color. So real cool. I'm super excited. And I think both these colors are going to look great with the Monarch palette. So that was not strategically planned either, but I also think this foundation will look great for the holidays. Okay, that was strategy. There's some strategic stuff going on. I have been wanting a neutral brown grayish based lipstick, those two colors together, for a while, and I found a couple interesting metallics and things like that with ColourPop. ColourPop makes a few finishes with their Lippi sticks: glossy finish, satin, hypergloss, pearl, and matte. I really need to get on that hypergloss and get that jelly donut mouth thing going. But I'm really excited that I got these mattes because they are long wearing, and as all mattes go, long ass wearing lipstick. So So I got me another matte, and I got Tootsi, and this is what I meant by drag queen. Go, Tootsi, go. Dustin Hoffman. Because that scene where Jack Black's like, da-da-da, da-da-da, Dustin Hoffman's in the blockbuster going, or the last blockbuster on the face of the planet going, can't go anywhere. Yes, here is my gray toned brown in Tootsi. So excited about this, and this reminds me of that Jeffree Star Cosmetic Lippi in Posh Spice. That one sold out, and every gal on Instagram all day, every day posts this sucker, some kind of a gray toned Lippi, and I was like, ColourPop is so popular, they have to be making that right now. And I don't know if I'm gonna like it on me, and I don't think MAC ever made a gray tone brown. I think that's like the new color. I'm totally down with the new colors because not everybody's doing them. So that is my haul for today. And so Lippi sticks are cruelty free, made in the City of Angels, yeah. And then it talks about Super Shock eyeshadows. This long-wearing cream powder has an elastic-like texture that is totally party-proof. Avoid the fallout from traditional powder shadows and say goodbye to raccoon eyes. This feather-soft formula glides on it and feels freaking amazing. Super Shock shadow comes in tons of kick-ass shades, kissed with glitter and tweaked with multiple fabulous finishes. And it says to apply these on using a windshield wiper motion to blend them, and I highly disagree. For maximum coverage, I highly recommend you take your fingers. Otherwise, you will not see the color and you will damage your eyeshadow. So the eyeshadows contain 2.1 grams of eyeshadow. I think off the top of my head that is more than a MAC pigment or eyeshadow, sorry. And I had to bring that up because I think MAC eyeshadows are either 1.5 or 1.7 depending on the finish that you buy. If I remember that correctly, it's either 1.3, 1.5, or 1.5 or 1.7. I'm gonna say it's 1.3 or 1.5 because I think their Velux pearls are like 1.3 or so. But anyways, I had to bring this up because a lot of people are saying that the pot is super shallow, but you get what you paid for. And so I looked at the grams, very interested in looking those up. And then MAC lipsticks are about 3 grams. These Lippi sticks are not a lipstick. They're 1 gram, but they cost $5. And what I really like about, I guess, them being 1 gram is not only the price tag fits the grammage when it comes to the Lippis, but Lippi products can rot faster than shadow. And so I kind of like the idea of a cheaper 1 gram lipstick. So in my Kat Von D haul, when I initially found out that they were owned by Kendo and were vegan, this was the Lippi set I bought. I like miniatures because, like I said, they don't rot as fast. You get a chance to blow through them a little bit, play with them, and figure out what colors are your favorites before you buy just a full size of everything, because that gets kind of pricey too. So like I said, I do like the little lipsticks rot. I've thrown so much lipstick away in the last year, and before I moved especially. So I like those a lot. I did buy a bracelet recently. I'm a huge accessories and makeup girl, so it's a good thing I'm going to be specializing in Alex & Ani, because I think I'm totally this accessories makeup girl. That's me. Because you could take any boring black outfit and transform it with the power of makeup and jewelry. So yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next haul. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this one. So get on your Sephora things if you know there's a sale coming up. ColourPop has great sales, and I hope that they'll have another one coming up soon. Hopefully they'll have a Black Friday sale. I'm going to look up online and see what Black Friday is doing. Oh, okay. Yeah, yes, that's what I need to do. I need to make sure I don't use any of my money before Black Friday. That's a must. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and thank you for watching this one.